In a slowly decaying futuristic city, social class is determined by the amount of time you spend in a virtual world called the interface. Hi guys, my name is Emmanuel and this is Tales from the Interface Live, a weekly show in which I share progress on my comic Tales from the Interface and show you tips and tricks all about how I create comics. If you have any question, please feel free to use the comments. That's why they're there. I always like to answer your question. Besides that, all likes, shares, and all that is hugely appreciated. So thank you for that. Today, just a bit of an update on where I am at the moment. What you see in front of you is the last book that I need to create a sketch reward for, because if you didn't know, my third book just came out, and now I'm kind of wrapping up the rewards. So it came out, I finished my campaign in May, and now it's not even the end of June and I'm wrapping it up. So I try to make my campaign go fast and send the books to people as fast as I can. This is the last one because that person didn't realize that the campaign was over and never answered their survey. So I'm doing their reward now, and I'll be sending it next week. But a lot of people came back to me saying they got the book, that they were really happy. So that means a lot. So if you did get one of them, I really appreciate any feedback you have. So if you want to get back to me and tell me how did your experience go, it will help me to make it better, maybe, or anything. So that's it for today. So I guess I'll just get started. You didn't give me any requests specifically, so I just, last night I was just playing around. I can show you a little bit what I did. I just tried some different versions of pauses, as you can see here. I tried maybe I'm gonna do like somebody in that kind of pause, or this pause, or this, but I was just playing around and I wasn't really happy. I thought maybe just a easy portrait like this, but didn't really work out for me. So I decided to go again. So first I drew the one in the back, and then I drew this girl, and I thought that it looked pretty good. So I'm gonna be drawing that in the book. I like to make a quick sketch beforehand because this paper is extremely delicate. It's very easy to break. So I like to have at least an idea where I'm going before I go right in. I don't necessarily have this luxury when I'm at a convention or something, but since all conventions have been canceled, pretty much, do what you can. I'll just put my microphone a bit further. I think you'll still be able to hear me well. All right. So it's pretty fun to do these sketch rewards. It does take a while, and I do take my time on them. Like last Thursday, I was invited to another stream by Katsanakaz, who's you can see the name there. He's the last follower I had on Twitch, and we talked about it a little bit. And he got my books, and he thought that the sketch option was just some quick thing, like often, like when you order that, it's not much more than a signature, but I do care a lot and put my heart into those sketches. So if you do get them, it's not like it's not some quick thing. I do take my time on them. My book is available on the website, on my website, tfti.inkorporate.com. You can see the address at the bottom of the screen, and you can order it with a sketch. I don't necessarily charge that much for it, so it's a good, it's kind of good deal, I think. I should probably charge more for it, but since you are getting a book as well, I thought that overall it's okay. So basically what I drew yesterday was kind of the rough layout of the body. So because it's often the hardest part to nail is really the proportion. So I'll be adding some detail now as I go along with this drawing. But first, I want to just draw the general silhouette, and then I'll go ahead and start adding more detail. She already looks different than a sketch. It's very hard to, but at least with the sketch I know about where I'm going. I think one of the hardest thing in comic is consistency, making your characters look the same, especially when you're doing like semi-realistic like me. I find it quite challenging to keep them the same page after page. I should probably do more character pages and reference. That would probably help. Or just a clay model like of my main character at least. I did it for some short stories, but I never did clay models of my main characters. Should do that, since I still have 2 books to do. Yeah, so Tales from the Interface, if you didn't know, will be 5 books long. I haven't really socialized it with the previous book because I was kind of keeping the door open, seeing if how long it took me to do a book. And I always knew the ending I wanted, but I was able to, at that point, to extend it. But now I kind of nailed down the script. Not all the finer points, but the main what's happening, mainly is written down. It works, but you just need some sanding. How do you say that? I don't know. Like some in French would say peaufiner. Just net gritting, just finding better ways, tweaking the story, making it better overall. But just counting that, and when I'm actually done with this book, I'll be 45. It's pretty crazy. So it's like 2 years per book, so it's like a 10-year journey to just draw the damn thing. It's pretty wild. So what else is new? I've been starting on a commission for a cover for another comic. I don't think it's gonna affect my date for the next book, which should be. It takes me about 2 years to produce one of these. So I don't think that this commission will affect that. I've done some small work before like that, but that's fun. It's another challenge. It's a lot of responsibility, I find. So we'll see where that goes. You know, I'm just starting on the ideation, like trying like different layouts, and I'll clean up 4 of them and show it to the writer, see what he thinks, and if all is good and is willing to go forward, I'll produce the final sketches, and I'll ask him if he doesn't mind me sharing it on this channel while I work on it. I don't see why you would. It's a free promotion for him, but you never know. Yeah, so last Thursday I was on 400K's channel, and we drew a live there together. We talked about the comic, so I invite you to go to his channel and check it out. It was a lot of fun. I don't do enough of this. I should interact a lot more with other streamers, which I don't enough, and I really should. I'm just so into my thing. Oh, yeah, one of my friends just received their book, I think. Yes, I love that when people actually do share, like on their social media or others, that they receive the book, and you know it really makes me happy. So thank you, Sophie, if you're listening. I really do appreciate it. I think I messed up the arm. It was much better in my original sketch. It's always risky to erase on this paper because it's so it leaves a trace. So I really use like I use like 2H, and I try not to press at all, because when you correct it leaves a mark. So really you don't have much chance to fix errors. I saw that some of my American friends also started to get the books. I don't think I've heard from anybody in Europe. there's not so many people in Europe that got my book because it's so expensive to ship there. But I wish I could have a better way of sending books there. I would love to, because I most of my influence is not from American comic. It's mostly European. I really like 2000 AD, like Judge Dredd mostly. I own quite a large collection that was gifted to me by my brother of Judge Dredd comics, early Judge Dredd comics, and I do love them a lot, and I wish I could connect to more fans from comic fans from UK. I've been joining like a few 2000 AD groups, but I'm not so much into the social experience. I always find it difficult. But from I contacted a lot of blogs from UK and got really good reviews. And people the reviewers were really getting what I was doing, so that was nice. Yeah, and this is a hand I didn't sketch prior, so I just trying to see the legs, how they should be. Yeah. Can always do with a bit more light drawing, and that's what I need for the human body. You can never be too experienced about it. She's biting her lip. Oh yeah, I wanted to draw a coat on her, so I'm gonna start drawing that. so I found that I still rely on sketching on paper for something. Like I was doing those ideation for sketches for the cover, and I found out that it's much easier to do quick iteration with paper. Like doing the craft itself is easier on So my friend loved her sketch reward, so that's great. I don't think she knows I'm having a live because Facebook doesn't really necessarily share these things. I'll just send her a quick note. I don't know if she's gonna join on what. So let's see. I'd like to draw those fingerless gloves as well. It's always fun and easy. I wish I could zoom in. It's a little bit hard. Comme ça. Some kind of necklace. To give her the Egyptian life necklace. So our camisole would be broken. The zipper. Keep buzzing my phone. Bzz, bzz, bzz. All right. So I've been using a lot the Tombow these days, so I'm gonna go back to the Micron slash Sakura kind of pen for this drawing. I'm not sure which one I prefer. But I control this one a little bit better. It's not just experience. I think it's just an easier pen to handle, but it's maybe less organic. There's less energy into it. Alright, like this. Joop. Joop. I said before, this paper is really gives a good ink flow, but it's very unforgiving for when you're doing the sketch layer. So you can't erase much. You need to be quite self-assured. That's why I kind of like to do a sketch beforehand, just to make sure that I know when I'm going and I'm not gonna regret the drawing. It's another kind of practice I guess I could do it without, but since this is going to people and not for my own benefit, I'd rather be more sure of what I'm doing. Whoop. So they've been teaching Beatles song to my kid. Pretty funny. I was kind of a fan in the when I was a teenager. Guess a lot of people were, obviously. I mean, my friend would learn the lyrics by heart. a fairly quick inking. Maybe I'll add something as a suggestion of background. Might be running out of of ink here. think that's about it for her. I think I've done I think it done a good job of. She looks pretty good, I think. Well, yeah. So that's about it for this morning. We're almost done. Usually I finish at 11:30, but today I started a little bit early, so I think we're good. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. Any comments, even after the video, I'll be glad to hear them and respond. Other than that, the book is available online. If you'd like to get it, you can get it with a sketch or without. I'll show you that right now. So if you'd like to purchase your very own copy of Tales from the Interface, it's very easy. Very, very easy. Let me show you. Less easy to manage all those windows. Alright, so if you'd like to purchase a copy of Tales from the Interface, all you gotta do is go to tfti.inkorporate.com and click on the shop. And you'll get many options. You can get all 3 books or just the last one. Books are available in French and English, and you can choose with or without a sketch. For just 10 US more, you get a sketch. No sketch will take you $30 US plus shipping, which is 40, which is about, I don't know. You make the math, I suck at math. But I don't know, 55 maybe, 60 max, but I think it's 3 books shipped to you. I think it's a pretty good deal. Yeah, so that's about it. I thank you for being here. I appreciate the likes, the comments, the shares. This is my way of getting known. So if you do that, you help me a lot, and I am grateful. Other than that, it's a super beautiful outside here in Quebec, and I'll be happy to go take a walk and relax on this beautiful Saturday. So thank you all for coming, and I will see you next time.